Sorry ass DJ.
Good morning, नमस्कार, आदाब, सत श्री अकाल, जोहार. Friends, today we will discuss Ashkamid rearrangement. In the previous video, we have discussed Hoffman rearrangement, high school living certificate, Hoffman rearrangement, Schmidt rearrangement, Lawson rearrangement, Cartier rearrangement. All these rearrangements involve nitrogen, electron deficient nitrogen. It will be clear in the mechanism. Conversion of carboxylic acid into 1-degree amine in presence of hydrozoic acid and Kong sulfuric acid is known as Ashkamid rearrangement. This is carboxylic acid. This is hydrozoic acid. It is Kong sulfuric acid. All these three are acids. R1N, 1H, 1H, RNH2. And this CO2 will liberate here, and then 2 nitrogen will liberate here. So, two gases are evolved. So, product will be, yield will be good, and reaction will fast, and Lee Chatterjee's principle will be applied due to evolution of gas. Okay? It is the basic statement. This is the basic statement of Schmidt rearrangement. Although these are also Schmidt rearrangement. If we take carboxylic acid, 1-degree amine is produced. Aldehyde will give nitrile and N-formyl amine. Ketone will give substituted amide. Alkene will give imine, and alcohol will give imine. Okay? Friends, now we will see all these mechanisms for these types of reaction. First, let us see, it is carboxylic acid, and due to Kong sulfuric acid, you will get this species, and now this hydrazide ion will attack at this positive charge, and you will get this. Due to this positive charge, this bond will break in this fashion, leading to this positive charge will be at nitrogen, and so it is electron deficient species. It is electron deficient species, and so this bond will shift in this fashion, and this alkyl group with this bond will migrate from here to here, leading to this. Now water will attack actually at this carbon, and simply you can say that it is hydrolyzed. 2 hydrogen will come here, oxygen will come here. If 2 hydrogen will come here, you will get amine. If oxygen will come here, you will get carbon dioxide. Thus you are getting 1-degree amine from carboxylic acid. Friends, now we will see second mechanism, means how ketone gives this substituted amide. Okay, this is ketone, and underlying that both alkyl groups are same. Okay, first of all, let us see it. Due to Kong sulfuric acid, you will get this H plus will come here, and you will get this. Hydrozoic acid will attack here, leading to this. Okay, friends, you have to take a screenshot and then with patiently you have to see the mechanism. Okay, hydrozoic acid will attack here, leading to this. Now water will be eliminated, leading to double bond here. And focus on this species. If carbon nitrogen is double bond and if these two alkyl groups be different, then you will get here two isomer. We will discuss later on, just after few minutes. First of all, let us see it. Now this nitrogen gas will be eliminated and this alkyl group with this bond will shift here, leading to this. Now water will attack at this positive charge, leading to this. H plus ion will be eliminated and you will get this OH. Okay. Now it is enol form, and from this enol form you will get this. It is keto form. It is keto form and it is substituted amide. RCONH2, it is amide. If R comes here, it is substituted amide. Friends, now let us see. We are discussing the second mechanism, and if these two alkyl groups are different, then one isomer will be this. R1 is anti to this diazonium nitrogen, and here R2 is anti to this diazonium nitrogen. These two are isomer. Now, of course, like Beckmann rearrangement, anti-alkyl will be migrated. Now, this nitrogen gas is eliminated and this R1 will shift here, leading to R1 here. And when water will attack here, you will get this amide. You will get this amide. Okay. If now R2, here R1 is the anti to the diazonium nitrogen, here R2 is anti to this diazonium nitrogen. Nitrogen gas will be eliminated and this R2 will migrate here, leading to this. And when water will attack here, you will get this amide. Both are amides, but different. Here R1 is attached to this NH, here R2 is attached to this NH. Means two isomers are possible, and which isomer will be dominant, it will be decided by steric factor. Okay. Now let us see third mechanism. Here we will see how aldehyde will give mixture of the products. Aldehyde will produce nitrile, it is cyanide, and N-formyl amine. If you get aldehyde, then like before, and see the second mechanism. In intermediate, you will get this if it is aldehyde, HR, okay? And like Beckmann rearrangement, this hydrogen will migrate here because this hydrogen is trans to this diazonium nitrogen. Again, let us see, this is carbon nitrogen double bond, and due to this double bond, two geometrical isomers are possible, and one here hydrogen is trans to this, and here alkyl is trans to this. Here hydrogen will migrate leading to this, and again this hydrogen will be liberated as proton leading to this nitrile. And in second isomer, nitrogen gas is evolved, and this alkyl group is trans to the diazonium nitrogen. Therefore, this alkyl group will migrate from here to here, and you will get this. Now, water will attack here, leading to this. It is N-formyl amine. Thus, you saw how aldehyde produces mixture of products. Now, let us see fourth mechanism. Here, we will see how alkene will give imine. It is ethene, and it is hydrozoic acid. Pi bond will break in this fashion. Hydrogen will come here, leading to methyl, and hydrazide ion will come here at this carbon, leading to this. Now, nitrogen gas is evolved, leading to this nitrene, electron deficient nitrogen. It is nitrene. Here there is no double bond, therefore no isomers. No isomer is possible, and this is methyl, this is hydrogen, and migratory aptitude of hydrogen is better than this, because electron density on iodide is greater than electron density on methyl carbanion. Okay, therefore this hydrogen will come here, this will shift in this fashion, and this hydrogen will come here, leading to this. It is imine, means ethylene is giving imine. Now we will see fifth mechanism. Here we will see how alcohol gives imine. This is proton of Kong sulfuric acid, and it will come here, leading to this carbocation. Now this hydrozoic acid will attack at this positive charge, leading to this. Now this hydrogen is eliminated as plus, leading to this. And now very easily this nitrogen gas is evolved, leading to this nitrene. It is electron deficient nitrogen, and this electron pair will shift in this fashion, and this hydrogen with this bond will come here, leading to this hydrogen is coming here. Out of this alkyl and hydrogen, migratory aptitude of hydrogen is greater. Therefore, you will get this imine. After discussing all these mechanisms, we will see now specific features of Ashkemead rearrangement. It is modification of Curtius rearrangement. Although we will discuss Curtius rearrangement later on, Hoffman rearrangement, Ashkemead rearrangement, Luzon rearrangement, Curtius rearrangement, all these rearrangements involve electron deficient nitrogen, which is nitrene. Okay? Second, it is intramolecular 1,2 shift. Very clear. It is very much clear in the mechanism. Third one is retention of optical activity is observed. It is carboxylic acid, and it is the rotation, very much clear, and this carboxylic acid will produce amine. Rotation is same. It is chiral carbon, it is chiral carbon, and rotation is same, means optical activity is same. It is, all these are special features. Now at the end we will see application. First, carboxylic acid will give 1 degree amine. Second is very much interesting. If you have carboxylic acid in this fashion, means steric hindrance is here, even then this carboxylic group will convert into amine, means steric hindrance doesn't matter here. Okay friends, hope you will like this video and must share among your friends so that we will be encouraged and further we can bring many videos for you. Thank you very much.